out what looks to me like an utterly redundant and tiresome portmanteau neologism for the crime of blackmail.
Wow.
Teachers warned to be on lookout for victims of sextortion in UK schools. This is horrible. This is so sad. So sextortion is when somebody either gets you to send them real compromising material or just makes it up. You know, we're always having stories about AI, faux porn and stuff, that kind of thing. And so it's something that teachers and parents have to look out for because it's young boys are particularly susceptible to this.
Susceptible to being duped by it?
Yes, they're very vulnerable targets. And what the people want, these are typically people coming from Africa. It's basically catfishing on another level. It's about getting money out of people.
Yeah.
But the problem is if you do it to a 16-year-old boy, there's a good chance he won't know what to do, and there have been lots of cases of suicide.
God. So they send me a picture of yourself?
I think so. And
I think then they threaten to release that to...
Exactly. We're going to send this to all the contacts in your phone, and the parents in this article are trying to raise awareness of this because they lost their 16-year-old son to suicide.
Yeah, horrible. It's actually happened to a lad who works on my podcast. They created a picture where it's his face next to a mock picture of another part, and then they send that. You know, say if you don't pay us, we'll send that around. He obviously didn't pay. They actually did send it. It suddenly appeared on all his contacts list, like his brother's friend, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So it's a real thing. And the fact that, as you say, it affects male victims between 14 and 18. Another horrible thing for young boys.
Yeah, I hadn't realised that. So that's kind of weird, isn't it? Because you would think boys of that age just kind of, I don't know, goofily... I don't know. I don't picture them having the shame, but they do.
At that age, I mean, that's when you're really vulnerable. You've got no sense of how you could get over things.
I remember there was a photo. I went on a sort of scout camp once when I was about 17 and got absolutely blind drunk, passed out outside the house. We were staying in a sort of, hut, face down in the leaves, and a photograph circulated of me, and my trousers were lowered because I'd been, relieving myself, and I don't know whether I'd tripped and fallen over. But anyway, this photograph went round. It was pretty horrendous. And
but am I right in saying that in those days...
It was a genuine photograph.
No offence.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about was a fake, but that was real.
Yeah, this was real, and it wasn't of my tone. It was just like, a bit of bare cheek in the moonlight.
I would hazard a guess that they had to photocopy them individually, whereas the point is this is happening on the internet.
I'm going to need therapy. Anyway, no, it's terrible. I don't suppose there's any of them watching, but I would honestly say just tough it out, though. That's the way to do it, isn't it?
So they want the teachers and the parents to have these conversations ahead of time, because if it happens to the kid and they feel isolated, that's when the worst can happen.
And if anyone shares that sort of thing with you, you've got to just immediately cancel it.
Yeah, because they're talking about tech safeguarding. It's actually the persuasion element more than the tech itself. It's the tricking of it, We are